Hello, 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 hello. We are here Wednesday, hump day. Come on, come on. You're halfway through. Push, push, push. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. This is awesome. I'm excited about today. And as per usual, you all know I'll be in the middle of doing something and then something to come across my feed or something to come into my spirit, and I'll have to just break it down to the people. You know, I am a sharer. I like to share. Okay. So today's topic is be present, not predictable. I saw something where Will Smith was talking about, embracing the right now, right? Embracing the moment, embracing right now, because this right here, this moment is the only thing that we have access to. We don't have access to the next 5 minutes. Not yet. We don't have access to the next hour, the next day, the next week, month, year, so forth and so on. Not yet. Okay. Nor do we know if we will have access to those future points, right? Be present right now in this moment. The topic that, the statement that he said was, don't ever just casually say hello and goodbye to someone in your life. Don't ever do that. Don't ever become so accustomed to someone being in your life or showing up every day or whatever the case. Don't ever become so familiar with people, so accustomed to a routine that you don't recognize the special or the gift that is that person and the gift of their life, because it didn't have to be. So he was saying, don't ever casually just say hello and goodbye to somebody, because who's to say that if that'll be the last time you see them? You know, we do it oftentimes, especially with the people that are in our own house, in our own family, because we swear we just know everybody. We just know what's going to happen. We swear. The more familiar we become with people, the less quote unquote special we behave when it comes down to them. Okay. Take relationships for instance, you and your mate, right? You and your partner. When you all first meet each other, you're just over the hills, through the moon, excited about one another, fire burning and everything about one another. You're working hard. You're being creative in how you court. You're watching the words that you say. You're making sure you're presentable. You're making sure you're smelling good, looking good, feeling good. You know what I mean? Each time you encounter them, when you first start dating somebody, you bring in your A game. Okay. A game. But then the longer you all date, the longer you all be around each other, the more familiar you become, the less you do. The less you do. All right. Why is that? The more familiar we become, the less we do, the less special we give to the people that we're familiar with. So then over the course of time, you stop going above and beyond. You stop being creative with how you treat them, how you court them. You stop watching what you say. You stop being considerate of their feelings. You stop being there to support in ways that you once were. You become entitled. You become privileged, because in your mind, they're not going nowhere. I got you now. And so every day you see them, and your hellos and your goodbyes go from excited, or, the hellos. I was dating someone, I'm not going to even lie. This was the most beautiful. And I'm talking about, we were together for over a year. And it was so beautiful. The relationship dissolved. It was a mutual thing. It just wasn't the right timing, right? But he's a beautiful, beautiful person. Beautiful person. Oh my goodness. And I know that he will make someone an amazing husband, an amazing man, an amazing partner, because he is that. Okay. Hardcore on the outside, but mushy on the inside. He's so sweet. And an amazing father too. Great son, brother, the whole 9 yards. But anyway, he, he and I were in two different states. Okay. I'm here in Georgia. He was in Chicago, and I knew him from when we were children. We were raised, my best friend is his first cousin. And so we were all, kind of around each other or whatever. And so, years later, we end up, seeing each other, dating and things like that over a year. And every time, we had a schedule. So every time he would fly here or I would fly there, and it's time for me to leave or it's time for him to leave, he would really, really, really take it hard. He would really take it hard. And at the hellos, he would embrace like wholeheartedly. Like he would put his entire being into the embrace at hello. Every day, even if we were in each other's presence every day, he's preparing meals. He's making sure that I'm good. You straight for the day. You good. Now, mind you, big masculine man. You know what I mean? But made sure that everything was straight, everything was good, or whatever the case. He's very attentive, very considerate when it comes down to his children, his mother, his sister. I'm talking about, this is who he is. Okay. Then at goodbyes, okay, he would be that same way at goodbyes, and I'm traveling to another state. He would literally be in such a funk. He would be so sad. And then he wasn't a verbal person. So, like I said, hardcore on the outside, mushy on the inside, but he knew he had words that he wanted to say. But because he wasn't accustomed to being all affectionate and stuff, he couldn't say them. He couldn't form them in words. But what he did communicate by is music, because he's a DJ. So he would always find the perfect song to communicate what he felt. And when I tell you, every single time it was time for either I to leave or he to leave, he would play just a series of songs to communicate how he felt. Okay. And when we were apart, he would send me songs or playlists and things like that, just random songs. And those are just, I had to take them as that's his communication. That's his language, and I appreciated that, because you can always play those back. But I said all that to say this. He understood not taking for granted the hellos and goodbyes. He understood being present. He understood that this is the only moment that we have. And there's no telling that if I'm going to see you tomorrow, there's no telling if I'm going to be able to see you the next time. There's no telling, because let's just be honest. Things happen. Things are happening around here. Things are happening. People are leaving left and right. Okay. People are leaving left and right. And so, but unfortunately, because we're so familiar with one another, we take the gift of their life and we belittle it. We are entitled, and we feel like, oh, okay, well, we'll see you later. Do you know that for sure? Do you know that for sure? Or hey, good morning, or hey, just a quick breeze by, hey, in the morning, when it's a pleasure to see them in this new day. It is a pleasure to see people arrive to the new day. You know why? Because some people just didn't make it overnight. Some people passed in their sleep. They didn't even get a chance to come into today. My first cousin, just last year, that happened with him. He died in his sleep. In his sleep. No signs of anything, had nothing wrong with him, nothing. The man passed in his sleep. And when we saw him and found him, he was laying in the bed, still, under the cover. Okay? We assume that we're going to see people on the next day. We assume that they're going to make it to the next day. We assume, of course, our hopes and our prayers is that they do, and that they will. Oh my goodness. And then when we say goodbye to people, it's just, okay, bye. All right, bye. Bye. Yeah. All right, see you later. Bye. Where's the okay, goodbye. I love you. Have a good night. Miss you. Talk to you tomorrow. Hope I see you tomorrow. The older people, they used to say, the Lord willing and the creek don't rise. And we never understood what the heck that was. If the Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I see you. But I think they understood something there. Because it's not guaranteed, you all. So how dare you say hello and goodbye just casually, like it's guaranteed to you. That right there is just, my goodness. I think that's the biggest thing that needs to be corrected amongst our people, period. And that is embracing the present. Be present. Because this moment, y'all, and this is just real life, this is the only moment you got. This is the only moment that you have access to. This one right here. This one that we're in at this very moment. Because see, the past is the past. That's done. You've lived that already. Right now, this second. Now this second. And this second. And this second. You see what I'm saying? These are the only seconds that you currently have access to. You don't have access to the next 10 seconds yet. It's no guarantee that you will have access to the next minute yet. Okay? Same with your loved ones. Same with the people that's around you. Mind you, there are some people in your family or that you're familiar with that you just don't really rock with, and that's okay. That's okay. But those ones who you do, and the ones that you don't rock with, that don't mean that you don't wish them long life. Of course you do. I mean, hello, you want to see them in tomorrow too. But I'm specifically talking about those ones who you see and encounter every single day. It is a gift for you to do so. It is an honor for you to do so. Act like it. Act like it. Don't make that person feel like, okay, well, I saw you this morning. I spoke to you last week. I mean, dang. Because if that person's life was taken away from them right now, you would be in an uproar. Right? Oh, I wish I could have. That's why we get to some of these funerals and some of these homegoing celebrations. And I wish I had 5 more minutes. I wish I could see them another day. I wish I could. Okay. See there? You see there? I wish I could do this and I wish I could do that. Well, see, when you had it, what did you do with it? Were you present? Were you present? We take each other for granted so often, it's disgusting. I'm talking about now, I'm about to get on us melanated, because I always hit on us. Because I'm us, and I only know how to be us, okay? We talk about how white people or other nationalities are privileged and entitled. I'm here to tell you, and I did a little recording a few months back, talking about how entitled we are too. We got some entitlement issues too. Trust and believe it. Trust and believe it. We really do think we're owed something, or something is going to fall in our lap. Not for us to actually work at it, work for it. Relationships, you think you don't have to work at your relationship? Do you think that you don't have to win this person over every day? You got to win this person every day. You don't just get up and are entitled to them every day. Are you kidding me? You know why? If that were not the case, there would be no divorces. Let me just put that in your pipe. Okay? If we were entitled to people, and if we expected them, and we, as long as they're here, then they're stuck with me. If that was the case, there would be no divorces coming from a divorcee. Hello, somebody. Okay? If you don't think you got to work for people to maintain their status in your life and your status in their life, you are sorely mistaken. And that is the reason why you are messing up your situation right now. We are different every day we wake up, Nikisha Davis said. I recommend this movie to everybody. Watch Adam Sandler's 50 First Dates and watch it in a perspective outside of just being entertained. Watch the movie and catch the message, catch the nuggets. Because the person that you wake up with or everybody around you in your family, friend circle, whatever the case, that is a new person today than they were yesterday. They are not the same today as they were yesterday. So you're literally meeting a new person every day. So don't get too comfortable thinking you know something when you really don't. You've never met me today. So how can you automatically assume that you know me today? You knew yesterday. You don't know nothing about this one today. Period. Be present, people. Be present. Don't you dare from this day forward casually just say and breeze by a hello or breeze by a goodbye as if you are expected to see this person again in the next day or at the end of the day or the next morning or the next whatever. You owe them excitement because they could not have made it. They probably would not have made it, but they pressed through to today just to grace your presence and for you to grace theirs. You owe them a moment. Stop being so busy that you don't embrace the right now. Stop being so quote unquote important that you don't embrace your right now, because I promise you, if it's taken away, what will happen? That's all I'm saying. Embrace right now. Embrace your present moment. Embrace what you have access to and who you have access to. Don't take me for granted. I know how to pick up my gifts and leave. You understand me? Period. Ask the people. Ask the people. Because what you ain't about to do is act like I'm just, random somebody. Oh, no, she's special. And you gonna act like it, or you won't deal with her. Period. Okay? Period. Now, you don't need to do no big black parade. Okay? You don't need to do that. But act like you appreciate the fact that the person is still yet among you. Okay? Let's get back to being human beings, people. Let's get back to embracing the heart stuff. The stuff of the heart, the things that matter. The only things that will matter at the end of the day. Not your career, not your status, not your bank account, all of that materialistic foolery. Embrace your right now. That's the stuff that's going to carry you through. Your present moments that you actually encounter and embrace. Okay? I love you. I mean it. There's absolutely positively nothing you can do about it. Don't you even try it. Go and complete this week, honey. Y'all have been doing good. You made it halfway through. Keep going.